Yeah, Keegan and Megan, it is the 11th hour, and the candidates are using every second of it in the search for holdout voters who may be heading to the polls tomorrow. One more chance to shake hands, answer questions, and make their pitch. A Republican forum at the Lake House in Ridgeland put candidates in front of voters who may not have made up their minds about who to cast their votes for tomorrow. Gubernatorial candidate Bill Waller was there.
We've got to move forward. We've got a lot of coverage issues. Education, health care, infrastructure, that's what you need to attract businesses. And so that's what the decision point's real easy. Do you stay with the status quo, or do you try to move the great people of Mississippi forward? And I'm ready to do that.
The candidates running for the Republican nomination for Attorney General were also in the House.
Mississippians are about to elect the first Republican Attorney General in the modern era. Chief law enforcement official, top lawyer. I think that ought to be Andy Taggart.
A lot of strength, a lot of expertise from being in private practice, serving as an elected official already, understanding the complexity of the office and understanding where we move forward.
One of the other major candidates, Tate Reeves, was not at the forum. He was making multiple campaign stops across the state.
But today is really about turnout. We believe that if we can get a big turnout tomorrow, we're going to have a very successful night tomorrow night. It's all about reminding people to go vote. We think that the more people that vote, the better it is for democracy and the better it is for the state of Mississippi.
Mississippi is one of just a handful of states that still has runoff elections. Dr. Nathan Schrader of Millsaps College says there's generally as much as a 20% decline in voter participation in those runoff elections.
An exception to the rule, though, is, of course, last year's Mike Espy, Cindy Hyde-Smith runoff. So Mississippians have demonstrated that they are able to come out, and they will come out if they are highly motivated by the candidates and they really want to vote for or against somebody.
Well, one way or another, the months of campaigning come to an end tomorrow as these candidates find out who'll be the Republican to take on Democratic challengers in the races for governor and attorney general in November. Troy Johnson, 16 WAPT News at 10.